I was thinking about how I was missing my friends. And then after hearing some podcasts and getting signs from like TikTok or just feet in general, I stopped myself and I asked, what can I do about it? Instead of going on the path of, it's because this is happening, that's why I'm missing my friends, it's because of that. Rather than trying to blame it on other things, what can I do about it? And I was thinking about that, and even if, like, let's say in a couple months that I do adopt this mindset permanently, I also have to keep in mind that just because I'm thinking this way now does not mean that I can force that onto other people that isn't thinking the same way as me. I have to remember that I was at a point the same way, still is the same way as everyone else, and their thinking pattern is different. And people can't think like that. People can't reflect back onto themselves about the situations of their life. People can't look past being trapped in society. And that's something that I actually learned in a manga I read a few days ago, just from like observing other characters, other people, whatever it is. It just gives you a different perspective on how to like think, you know? And that's one thing that I just wanted to talk about and record. There's also something that I was thinking about yesterday, right before I went to sleep. So, someone said that we're always, now mind you, this is something like, this message has been coming to me for over a week, randomly out of nowhere. But basically the overall message is, we're always rushing to a destination. We're always rushing to complete a goal that we don't realize that in this moment right now was what we were trying so hard to get from before, when we were completing these goals. I don't know if that makes sense. So basically, let me just we don't realize that in this moment right now is where we wanted to be a few years ago, a couple months ago, a few months ago. We're always just looking towards a new goal, a new place, a new destination, that we just like don't enjoy the journey, you know? And I know that a lot of people always says enjoy the journey rather than the end goal, but it doesn't really hit you until you apply it personally to your own life. Like, yeah, that's the obvious case, but like sometimes you gotta state the obvious for it to actually hit you hard. Like, I'm pretty outcome oriented, and I get satisfied when I reach a new accomplishment. Like, for example, getting a good grade on an exam, passing an interview nicely, and then once I get something, it's like, okay, on to the next. I feel like I just gotta slow down a bit and think about the present. And yes, that's something that everyone talks about, to focus on the present, but it's harder than people actually say it is. I feel like you have to consciously think about what is happening to me right now, what is in life right now for me. So for example, instead of like thinking about what's good that is happening to, like, instead of thinking about what is happening to me right now that is considered great, good, happy, whatever it is, instead of that question, you ask, what is happening to me right now, and how should I view it? Like, I'm eating ramen noodles. I'm struggling at work. Instead of thinking I'm struggling at work right now and having a... So, for example, like, instead of saying my life isn't really that epic right now, that's okay. Like, it's good to have goals. It's good to aim for something. But enjoy your situations right now, even if it's boring situations. For example, I'm really not getting something on an assignment. Instead of thinking about, oh my god, this is so difficult, how do I get past this, change up my perspective and think or say, oh wow, I can't believe I got this opportunity to struggle like this, to experience this opportunity. It's actually different than thinking about appreciating the little things. I feel like saying it that way or just looking at it that way is easy. Like, yeah, I'll appreciate the little things of the daily life, but I feel like it's more than that. It's a mindset thing. I don't know. It's a lifetime process.